and welcome to my escape. Again, getting back in the swing of things, keeping everything light, keeping everything breezy, not overwhelming. I was like, let's throw a book haul in there. I was gonna do this at the end of the semester, just kind of everything I've picked up for semester. However, I don't want to. I want to do it now, and I want to just, get back into the swing of things. Book hauls, they're always quick, they're always fun. Well, they're not always quick with me because I ramble, but they're always fun, they're always easy for me to make, and they're always enjoyable. So, let's get into it. I'm just gonna call it my fall book haul. So I have 15 books for you guys on this list. 3 of them are new, and then whatever that math is, 12 of them are used. So of course, I got Iron Flame, I pre-ordered my copy, and then I waited a week to go pick it up. Who does that? Who does that? Who pre-orders something months in advance and then waits a week to pick it up? I don't know, apparently me. But anyways, I have not started it. I only picked it up not long ago at all, but I'm very excited to get into it. I loved Fourth Wing. It was definitely worth the hype to me. This is the sequel. It doesn't have like the dragons on the side, but it is the black edges. It looks decent. It's not my favorite cover, but you know what, in this lighting it looks kind of fun. It's the sequel to the Fourth Wing. I think it's a series of 5 and only 2 of them are out, so I know my heart's gonna get broken. But Fourth Wing, it gives like young adult fantasy vibes, but there is spice in it, so wherever you want to put that on your scale. Anyways, she has some sort of like bone condition or chronic health condition. She's very fragile and frail, and her mom on the day of like the choosing goes, "You will become a dragon rider. You will join the military." And she said, no. And the mom's like, "You will do this." So she's like, okay. So she trained her whole life to be a scribe, and she ends up joining the military, where 50% of entries die in the first year. And she's like, I don't have good odds. So it's essentially just her trying to survive this military academy while training to be a dragon rider, because you gotta live to the end of the year to be a dragon rider. And she's like, I gotta get there because I don't want to die. We love it, okay? We love it. It is a fantasy romance. There is animosity, there's dragons, there's sarcastic mind banter. We loved Fourth Wing, okay? We loved Fourth Wing. This is the sequel. I can't wait to get into it, but apparently I can wait, but that's just me being me. I am really excited for the story and the series to continue. And then, I had to get a Fire in the Flesh, okay? This is the 3rd one in the Flesh and Fire series, which is a spin-off of the Blood and Ash series. So if you know from Blood and Ash, then this is a spin-off that takes place with like the gods and like the gods as characters. So however many thousands of years prior to From Blood and Ash, this one begins and you kind of see their stories. So they're not a standalone series. So going back to the first one, basically this girl has been trained her whole life to kill the god of death, because the god of death has put a plague on the town. And the people have agreed, or had agreed way back in the past, that this princess in the future, aka our main character, would be married to the god of death, and then he would remove this plague. So she goes, does that, and he's like, well, I can't remove this. And she's like, well, I have been sent here to assassinate you because I need to save my people. And then kind of the propaganda, the indoctrination, the lies, all of that kind of comes to life, and they have to figure out these things kind of together. It is not my favorite. I find it very repetitive from Blood and Ash. I don't find them to be their own dynamic characters, and yet I will probably read anything this author puts out. So yeah, that's a me thing. I also do love the covers, and it's the world for me. I just love the world and I want to be a part of it. So this is just a trilogy, I think. The other series is 6 books. I'm pretty sure this is just a trilogy, so I think this will finish off the series. And then, at least I have a really nice cover to look at. I like it. I also got Honey. This is the 2nd in the Hellfire series. That's the 1st one right there. This one is written by a creator I follow on Instagram. The first one I read simply because she wrote it, and I wasn't really into dark romance at the time, so I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot. I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it, but it definitely wasn't my type of book. Now I'm excited because I am a dark romance reader, so I'm excited to see how this hits now that I kind of like the genre more. I don't know why I haven't read this already. I picked it up in September. It is November. But this is what I do, okay? My most anticipated reads, I won't read. But yeah, I love the cover, I love the detail. I'm excited to get into this one for sure. So I guess I didn't actually explain what this one was, but think angels and demons. Angel runs away from the angel world because she's in danger and there's a lot of abuse and trauma. Again, it is a dark romance. So she runs away and she runs to the demon realm and says, I gotta get out of here. And he's like, if you're getting out of there and staying here in the demon realm, we're making a deal and I'm taking your soul. And she said, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do. He takes her soul, doesn't realize that that is now gonna link them. So now they're linked. She's still trying to like hide away from the other angels, and she's kind of bringing war to the demon realm, and we're gonna see how it all plays out. She's working on writing book 3 right now, and I will get there eventually. So those are all the new books I got. Now into the used books I picked up. I got the entire Shadow Me series. I did already have the first book, but it was in a different edition. They were selling all these ones together for a really good price, so I just got them all, and then I will get rid of my other copy of Shadow Me. I haven't read this. I really don't even know what the series is about. I know everyone loves it. I know it was everyone's kind of like intro or like favorite of like YA fantasy journey. I know some of the twists in here, and I know that the main character gets put on a lot of lists with Lana Myers. And we know I love Lana Myers, so how could I say no? How could I say no? I will be doing a vlog where I read the entire Shadow Me series. I want to do it in a week, so I have to have a week available to do it. I've tried to stay away from spoilers for like a year and a half now on the book platforms, which is kind of hard to do because it's just a classic and it's been out forever. So if people spoil it, like that's on me for not reading it sooner. Again, don't really know what they're about other than she's a badass and we're gonna love it. So then speaking of Lana Myers, I'm all the way over here because you do not need to know how I hold up that shelf behind my books. So we'll just hide that. But I got the Mindfuck series. I did a whole unboxing of this where I showed you every angle. It's gorgeous. We're obsessed. I love it. But yeah, you can go watch that entire video for like a whole unwrapping because it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just so pretty. So that one was there. I'll just put that right back and we do not need to discuss how this shelf stays up. Okay, I'm a student, guys. I'm a student. We do what we must. But a quick mindfuck rundown. She's a serial killer. He's a serial killer profiler for the FBI. He's actually looking for her. Doesn't know it's her though. They fall in little love while she's trying to get the best revenge you will ever read about. What can go wrong? What can go wrong? Absolutely loved it. Absolutely love her. Again, best revenge story I've ever read in my life, and you will be on her side because her backstory is so dark. Check triggers, but so dark. We can't help but root for her. And right when I came back to school, I saw these on the book platforms, Frost and Ambrosia. It's the Frost and Nectar duology. I read this one on KU quite a while ago. Finally got to this one. I really like this one. This one was a hey so. But overall, the series is fun. The fantasy romance series, fairy vibes, also reality TV show, I Need to Find a Bride type of like moment, which is fun. There definitely gets into like some darker themes and some darker plot in this one, which I wish they had pursued further, but it is like very shallow dark. So it had promise. Overall, the series is fun. I would recommend if you want like a fun fairy series, and I am happy to own them overall, but these are 2 on here that I have actually read. So these are the first 2 of this haul that I have actually read. Oh wait, no, that's a lie, because I had read the Mindfuck series as well. So 3 of them so far I've read. And then I also found this at my favorite used bookstore. It is the Night World series, Huntress. So it is the first of the 3rd volume. I do already own the 3rd volume, but this is just, I loved it, okay? I love the vibes of the cover. It's like the cult classic. I did show this in another video, but I didn't have it as like a haul, so I'm showing it to you now. But it's just so cute. It's so cute. And it's really like skinny. Like it's way less intimidating than you look at a volume. Like a volume has 3 books in it, okay? That thing's massive. I love. What's it about? I don't really know. She is a vampire hunter and he's a vampire. So what more do we need to know? I love the cover. The same little used bookstore, I also found Dawn of the Dreadfuls, which is the prequel to Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, which I love and I have at home, and I didn't know there was a prequel. How I didn't know this, I don't know, but I'm pumped. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, you take the classic, literally like almost word for word, except you add zombies. So the first line of Pride and Prejudice is something like, a man with a large fortune must be in want of a wife, and the first line of Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies is something like, a zombie in possession of brains must be in want of more brains, or something like that. You get it. You get the vibes. It's amazing. We love. We also love Renaissance era women with daggers and knives and death skills. We love that. So I believe this starts right when the zombies hit and the Bennett sisters get sent to Virginia. get sent to China for training. Give me all the montages. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for more Elizabeth Bennet fighting. I love that this exists. And then in that same bookshop, which is just my favorite used bookstore, I also found this, A Torch Against the Night. It is the sequel to An Ember in the Ashes, but these are the editions I want them in. So I have the first one right here, An Ember in the Ashes. This is the second one in that same edition. They do have paperbacks in another edition that I don't like. So whenever I stumble across these, I'm going to be picking them up. I haven't read the first one yet, so I haven't read the second one yet, but it is a series I'm really interested in getting into, and I like these editions so much more. If you saw the other editions, you would understand. In terms of what the series is about, I don't remember at all. Not in the slightest. But I know that it's something I'm interested in. Okay? The vibes are there. And then lastly, a book you definitely would have seen is Red, White, and Royal Blue. I picked this up because I wanted to do a reading vlog of it, so I did a whole vlog on my thoughts for this one. Again, another one I've read. So out of this haul, 4 of them I've already read. That's not bad. That's not too bad. But yes, if you want my thoughts on this one, I have a whole reading vlog posted on it. It is MM, American President's Son, and British Monarch, like British Prince. And it's their little love story, and it's coming of age, and it's coming out, and it's all that kind of fun stuff, struggling with your identity, etc, etc. So again, did a whole reading vlog on this one. Have at it. But that is my stack. So again, this was a really short video. I just wanna stay on top of the channel, and I just need to get back into the flow of things. Let me know down in the comments below, what's the last book you have picked up? What is the book I need to pick up, because there are so many of them? And what is a book that I need to read off this list first? Because whenever I pick one up and hold it, I'm like, oh, this will be the next one. And then guess what? It never is. It never is. But that's a me problem. That's a me problem. What do you think I should pick up? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe below. I post videos every Friday, sometimes on Tuesdays when I'm feeling it. So ring that bell for notification and you won't miss anything. And I will catch you guys on the next one very soon. Bye.